Hi, I'm Laura from YoungWritersWorkshops.com, and I want to talk about how to write a federal grant. Federal grant is similar to writing another kind of grant in many ways, but in other ways there's a really specific element to it, and that is that you're responding to an RFP from the federal government. So there's some things you can really predict about a federal grant. One of them is that there'll be a contact person, and that person is connected with the agency that's giving the funding. It's always a good idea to contact that person, make sure that the funding is still available, establish a connection so that you will have communication with this person. Writing a federal grant can take a long time, so make sure you leave yourself some, really block out the time to dedicate to it. You're going to need to do some research and gather some things, gather statements of support from various other agencies in most cases. So you're really going to need to leave yourself some time to do this. The federal grant request for proposals will give you a lot of detail about what they're expecting. In many cases, right down to how many lines can fit on a page or how wide the margin should be. So my best advice is to follow that to the letter. The reason that they are very specific with the guidelines is because they really, really expect you to follow them. So if nothing else, make sure you follow the guidelines very, very closely. Have someone read your draft when you have completed a draft of this grant. Have someone read it, give feedback, go back and work on it again. You'll also want to have a very careful proofreading to make sure that technically it's a very strong proposal, because when you're asking for someone for money, you want to make sure you present your most professional and polished request possible. So, and then put your grant together in a timely manner and get it to the agency requesting the proposals by the deadline. So those are some ideas about how to write a federal grant.